Ammonia by Maya Fiedler. The issue. Dead fish are washing up on the beach, and we want to know what toxins can be doing this. It can be many different chemicals and toxins that can be causing this issue, but I decided to put on the ammonia aspect of it. People swim and surf and fish and do boat rides, and seeing dead fish worries people, and it is not a sight wanted to see. Nobody wants to be enjoying their day off and seeing dead fish upon shore or floating in the water. We need to know why it is harming the fish and how it is happening. Is the chemical just affecting the fish, or will it harm us too? These are all answers we need to figure out, but it all goes back to figuring out what exactly ammonia is and how it is affecting the fish. What is ammonia? It's an inorganic compound of nitrogen and hydrogen. Formula is NH3. It's a colorless gas with a distinct pungent. And what most people think of ammonia is when people catch ammonia and get sick from it and get hospitalized and stuff. That plays a big role in this part of the slide too, and what causes it with fish. And another people think of the smell is coming from when like cats use the cat box, you get the whiff of ammonia, which is also harmful to like people who are pregnant and stuff. But all ammonia is also used for different things in the world as well. The chemical structure and functional groups of ammonia. The chemical structure is 1 nitrogen and 3 hydrogen atoms. It is a tetrahedral. The functional group is called amines. Important properties of amines is it's basic and readily protonated to form ammonium cations. And on the bottom here I have the function and the structure of how it all works together. Where ammonia comes from and how it is used. Ammonia is a part of the nitrogen cycle. It's produced in soil from bacterial processes, naturally produced from decompositions of organic matter, such as plants, animals, and animal waste. So it can come from plants decaying or plants pushing out different things, or it can come from animals dying and animal waste, of course, like cow manure. And it's used as fertilizer is the main thing, refrigerant gas, purification of water, manufacture of plastics, explosive textiles, pesticides, dyes, and a lot more. How does it affect fish? If ammonia is high, it makes it hard for the fish to eliminate from their bodies. Of course, ammonia goes through our body as it is, but with it being higher in the ocean, it is a lot more dangerous to us and even fish. The buildup of ammonia can cause stress, gill and internal organ damage, and eventually death. The stress could kill anybody, and for fish, they are much smaller than us, so they cannot handle the stress as much as we can. And it could cause them to do delusional things, act different. The gill and internal organ damage caused from the high rates of ammonia going through their body and it being too much for their organs to process, and their gills are what they breathe from, so it's like damaging their gills. And soon enough, just like with some humans, like you get too sick or you get too much of something and you eventually will pass away from it. Organ tissues affected in cellular location, organelle impacted. So with fish, it's gill damage, and on the right, I put a bigger picture of how it his whole gill is pretty much gone, and that the white spot is like the breakdown of what's actually the pneumonia affecting it. And internal organ damage, I put on the bottom left. Some see it as a fish being pregnant or just a fat fish, as kids would say, but really it's their organs being filled to the brim, and it causes to make them look bloated because it's too much for their body to handle. They're just filling up with that nitrogen. And it affects the mitochondria and endoplasmic reticulum. My hypothesis is I think ammonia can be entering into the water and into the fish by the amounts of pollution that goes into the water and the water streams. Pollution is a big issue all around the world, and it produces mass amount of chemicals, so it could stem a lot from that, and we don't know exactly what's in our water stream, like soil-wise, so we don't know what's actually being produced down there. And it can also be entering through the water and fish by the body fluids that come from other animals and species that drink from the water or live in the water. So if, let's say, a cow was drinking out of the water and it just ate some poop, it would go into the water from coming from the chemicals off the tongue into the water. And even just from fish poop, and it's the long stringy parts they eat. Some fish eat the other fish's poop, so that's just causing a bigger buildup in their systems than what they can handle. How it came into contact with fish. Ammonia is a natural byproduct of fish metabolism. Animals excrete some waste in the process of metabolizing food into the energy, nutrients, and proteins they use for survival and growth. And fish metabolic waste product is ammonia. And I put a picture on the bottom. What it means is fish poop in their water. It strings. They eat it, other fish eat it, so it's just a natural byproduct to push that ammonia stuff out, but you're going to continue and put it back into your body. And if they eat something off the soil, it could be worse. Or if they eat another fish's poop, and it could have way more pneumonia than they actually think, well, what they would comprehend. And that's what the aspect of is it's too high. And here are my sources. Thank you.